Hi guys, welcome back to Jungle Flowers Canada. My name is Grania and thanks for joining me. Okay guys, I am heading to Vandermeer Nurseries. It is Friday. We are on the second day of our lockdown. However, garden centres are open at a 25% capacity, I believe. So, I am almost finished that darned bedroom. How many months have I been talking about it? But anyway, I wanted to put some of my Hoyas, hang them up on the wall. Well, they're actually sitting on a mirror over my bed. But I can't find any pots that I like. So I thought, okay, I'm going to head to Vandermeer's today. I'm looking for nice 4-inch pots that will go with the theme of my room. So I thought we'd take a little trip down to Vandermeer's. I thought we could have a little plant chat on the way down. So I am expecting a shipment. It's actually leaving Ecuador on the 20th of April. And it's garbage day today. Let me overtake my garbage men. So it's leaving Ecuador on the 20th of April. So I'm not sure how long it'll take. Hopefully I'll have it by the end of April. So I'm super excited about that. And this time, I swear guys, this time I am not, this is it. Well, no, it's not it. I lie, because I also have ordered a few Hoyas from Asian Plant Export, but this is it for large leaf plants, because I seriously now I have to take stock and say to myself, what am I going to do with all these plants? Oh shit, when they get big. Sorry, that was a little squirrel, I nearly hit him. So now I said to myself, okay, seriously Grania, this is it. No more big plants, because it is going to be a problem. I know it's going to be a problem, even though they're not big now, but it is getting a bit crowded. I'm kind of starting to struggle. So this will definitely, I promise guys, I can honestly say this time, this will be it for big plants. There is only one exception I would make to this that I can think of right now, and that would possibly be a Florida Beauty. I'd also like to talk about an observation I have had of late, and I don't know if any of you have noticed it as well, but I'm noticing that a lot of YouTubers are now starting to speak about more commonly available plants, and I think that this is fantastic. You know, they call YouTubers influencers. Now I wouldn't consider myself an influencer because I don't have the supply of plants that a lot of other YouTubers have, and my kind of goal is more, I think I kind of err towards the educational side of videos. I don't know if you would agree with me, but I like to pass on tips and tricks, etc. But I am noticing more and more that the more common houseplants are getting more airtime. And this is so good, guys. This hopefully will help curtail the crazy spending that people are doing when they're buying these plants. And I'm sure people are spending beyond their means. I know I'm like a broken record. These cheaper, affordable plants are statement pieces, aren't they? Who has a fabulous trailing pothos? I do. Crazy plant guy, he always shows off his amazing pothos. So, I'm almost at Vandermeer's, and I'm going to go in now and look for my pots, and I'll chat to you guys again later. Okay guys, I'll just show you some of the pots, the plants. I know I recently did a video on the plants, so I'll just show you what they have. Now they do have another section where they carry beautiful pots, so we will go around there, but this is their display area, which is always so incredibly cute. love these. So you will see that I already have 2 of these in my bedroom. I'm just concerned, I'd love to use this, but I think it might just be a little too wide, and it's only $3.99. Look at the shape of those little terracotta pots. Oh, they are so cute. These ones are beautiful too. Look, which are these ones? Oh, upside down, $2.49 I think. Is that right? Yeah, $2.49 for them. They're kind of cute too though, aren't they? Kind of more classic looking. Which one? You know what? I think I'm going to go for this one. Okay, so they seem to be, you know, made slightly different. So this one looks a bit wider, or is it maybe a wider pot? It's the same price. Oh, shoot, I nearly sent one flying. There. Yeah, I think we have a winner. So I'm going to look for ones that are just a little bit wider, and I think they will be perfect. So I got my pots and I'm heading home now. So if you guys would like to see me potting up these plants, stay tuned. I'm going to do it as soon as I get home, and then I will hopefully be finished plant styling my bedroom and we can have a little tour. But I will do the tour in a separate video. So let's go home and pot these plants. Okay, I'm home. I have my pots here. I brought down my plants from my bedroom, and I do have some other plants that I need to pot up. I think I'm going to take a propagation of my Syngonium batik. Isn't she absolutely stunning? So I'm going to show you what it is that I'm going to pot up. So I'm potting up, actually it's you can tell it's actually very dry. I had it in here. My Hoya elliptica. So that's going up in my bedroom, and my Hoya carnosa freckles, and it has a nice long growth point there. This poor mycans was in my greenhouse, and it was up at the top of the greenhouse, like up at the roof of the greenhouse, and look at how sun stressed it got. So these were never meant to be sun stressed, but I have a sun stressed mycan. So I'm going to repot that into the larger terracotta pot. So first up, let's take out our Hoya elliptica. So it's in, what would that be, like a 2.5 inch pot maybe? Is it going to fit in this is the question. Let's take it out and see what the roots are like. And the roots are actually, see, it's very, very dry. The roots are actually like really good. They're all the way down to the bottom of the pot. So let's just throw some potting mix in there, which that's too much. Now there is no hole in the bottom of these guys, But I'm a very light waterer, so that doesn't bother me. But if you are new to plants or you tend to be a heavier waterer, I wouldn't recommend you do this. Make sure you get something with the drainage hole. I do need to just loosen it a little bit, but look, you can see there's fabulous roots on this. Okay, so yes, it's going to fit in here. So of course Hoyas like to be root bound. If they didn't, I would have gotten a bigger pot for it, but it still has room to grow in here. So there is my Hoya elliptica, nice and quick. And here's the little tray. So the trays were actually $1.69. So look at how cute that is. And that's going to fit perfectly over my mirror. And here we have the Hoya Carnosa Freckles with the nice grow point. Let's have a look and see how this is doing. So if you recall, I brought these all in from Thailand late summer last year, and they didn't have great roots at all. And now look at the roots on them. They're fantastic. So I started them off in my little homemade grow tent. And then I actually, not that long ago, I moved them upstairs. So let's see, can we get this in here without disturbing it too much? Just a little bit. Roots are fantastic. Now, you know what, they're not going to be in these pots for too much longer, but let's start them off in these, and then we can move them up later. Look at that for roots. There we go. My Hoya caudata started dropping leaves yesterday, and I have no idea what caused it. So I brought it downstairs and I checked the roots, and the roots were perfectly fine. So I'm wondering maybe it's not getting enough humidity. So I'm thinking of changing out the glass shelves in my 2 retro IKEA cabinets and putting in wire shelves to see, will that help the humidity spread through the greenhouse better. So there we have our Hoya Carnosa. I'm hoping that the soil will settle a bit when I water it, because the roots were actually sticking out the top. So let's get some water. And let's give this some water and see will some of that soil sink down. Now remember, there's no hole in this, but it is terracotta, which will help. That just frightened the life out of me. Okay, I'll just put another little bit because it was very, very dry, as you would have seen. I just don't want, when I have it in my bedroom, that when I water it, that it's going to overflow. So I just want to make sure that there is enough room on the top to take the water. Okay, so there's one. And this is very, very dry. It's the leaf. Now the leaves on the elliptica are quite soft anyway, but they are softer than usual. So let's give it a nice drink. Let's settle that, let that settle in. Yeah. So that feels good. Just maybe one cut, because it was so dry, just maybe just another little piece. Now, okay, 2. Now let's try and get this baby out of here. I guess I could actually cut the ropes off these and just leave it in the pot it's in. I think actually I might just do that. This is a Dollarama pot that I had, and I think I'm going to just cut the rope off it and actually leave it. So I quite disturb the roots if I don't have to. So let's just chop that off. If I ever wanted to hang it again, the holes are there. But I actually have a few of these. As I said, they were from Dollarama. And when I see something I like, I usually pick up a couple of them. And actually it needs its soil topped up just ever so slightly. Can you see there? So let's just put some extra soil in there. Okay, so let's give this a nice watering. But it's very, very dry, because in my greenhouse everything dries out so quickly. And when I took it out of my greenhouse, I didn't actually water it. So I will clean that up. I have to be careful actually of those holes when I'm watering it. I'll probably just take these down when I need to water them. I won't water them on top of my mirror because I could end up with an overflow. Okay, so there is my mycans. Now guys, I have to show you something. I don't know, I should have probably replanted it much sooner than this. So this is the Cebu Blue that I bought. If you remember my video where I went to Vandermeer Nurseries and they had Cebu Blue. And I noticed that a lot of the leaves are yellowing. But their new leaves are coming out okay. And I have actually lost a lot of leaves already. And it's just pure laziness that I haven't repotted it. I think it has to do with the soil. I'm going to throw the soil in there. So let's take it out of here and see what's going on. If anybody else bought it and they're finding the same thing, if you could let me know, that would be amazing. Look at the roots on it. Yeah, so it's very peaty. The soil is very peaty. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see? That should be good enough. Okay. You know what, I should have done this when I first bought it, but I was just lazy, and this is what happens. I mean, it's 100% viable. There's nothing wrong with it. Just that the leaves were yellowing. At first I thought maybe they were getting too sun stressed in my greenhouse, but I have it low down in the greenhouse on one of the shelves of my ladder. So I started to think I don't think that's the cause, because I'm sure some of the other plants would have got sun stressed as well if that was the case, and nothing else was getting sun stressed. But just in case it did contribute to it, I think I may relocate it now so that it has a better chance. But I'm not worried that I'm going to lose it. I think it's actually perfectly fine. It's just one of those anomalies. Whatever causes this type of stuff to happen, we never truly know. Okay, so there she is. Let's give her a good drink. This is a Dollarama pot as well. I love these ones. Terracotta with a drainage hole. See these, they're just, I don't know if this will fall off. They just, when they get yellow like this, they just literally pull off. What will I do with my beautiful batik? As you can see, she is very top heavy. And I just, you know what? Oh, did I just break off something there? I'm such a klutz. It's so gorgeous that I think I might make a cutting here. I hope this isn't blurred. And then see if something else will come out of this stem. And then I'm going to repot it, and then I can put the cutting into the same pot. So I'll cut it, repot the stem, and then when the cutting has rooted, I'll put the cutting in with the stem. So let's have a look at the roots and see how the roots are doing. Actually, I'll empty it in here because, oh, it is my own. Do you know what, I was thinking it's not my own soil, but it is, because it came in sphagnum. So I can actually put this back in here. I don't have it that long. Okay, so the roots are simply fabulous. Look at the roots, guys. They are amazing. Amazing. So this is a nice, healthy, beautiful plant. So let's bite the bullet and take the cutting. So let me go sterilize my scissors and I shall be back. Okay, so I have this, guys. I just got it in Dollarama. Again, there's no hole in it, but as I say, I'm not a heavy waterer, so I am going to put it in here. So let's put some soil in. Let's plant the baby. I'll take this out. Cut that off because I'm just too impatient. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that I think will be nice. That's nice. There's plenty of room for the roots to grow in here. And like I say, guys, if you're new to plants and you're a heavy waterer, don't do this. Let's make this cutting. So can you see there's all these nodes around here? So this growth came out of this grow point here. So I want to leave some of that so I can promote new growth. So I am going to cut it just, oh, my hand is shaking, just here. So can you see? So I'm leaving this, I'm cutting this. So this I will root in perlite and hopefully we'll get some more growth from there. So, moment of truth. Oh, so fingers crossed this will throw out more growth. I hope so. And then I will hopefully be able to add this in and we'll have a much, because it was getting very lanky looking, it wasn't looking its best. There is another new leaf coming out there, so I hope it doesn't cause it any stress. Let's stick it down here. And the perlite. Add the last little bit to it. And give it a blessing. Please don't let anything happen to this because it is my favorite Syngonium. I prefer it over the splash, the pink splash and the elbow. I just think it's magnificent. So I'm going to put this in under my grow tent and I'll give you a progress update. Maybe in like 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, so let's give this a nice watering. And I will put this also under my grow tent. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you watched till the end, don't forget to put that green heart emoji in the comments. And if you've any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. You guys have a wonderful day.